going in going on in LA. Y'all gonna have to excuse the noise. My kids still up. They are bad. Oh man, let's stop. Come on, what's going on? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. What's going on? Yeah, she should be right there, man. All right, but we're looking for somebody to call in, looking for some different feelings and emotions about this situation that's going on.
Yeah, different perspective. Trying to hear, if it's something that we missed, in a different talking about what our people need to not do. That's about it. Um, we ain't trying to hear that. I'm tired of seeing posts. Heathens want to tell us, well, why you tear up your own city? You're tearing up your own neighborhoods. Think you're gonna complain there's no stores or nowhere for you to shop? And we don't stop nobody. As you can see, we watching right now. They in California going to jail.
Yeah,
If you out to steal, you were just out to steal.
right.
And the Most High deal with that. We don't need to be policed by the average everyday white person. Y'all going on now.
Exactly right.
Y'all ain't no authority over us. We not gonna submit to y'all and y'all questions and interrogation. I think you need to go in there. I'm hearing daddy listening that. You might need to see what them kids up to. Go on in there and threaten to kill them. I gotta hold it down, baby. There's a fire in there need to be put out. But yeah, as far as over here, we've been sitting back watching it all go down, praying there, dealing with the same thoughts, as far as if you should go on. As far as being armed, we're gonna talk about that, going down these places armed and whatnot. Um, just the consequences, because only a fool gonna up and do something without thinking about the consequences. So, those are some of the things we've been thinking about, as far as us going to stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters, not the looters, but we ain't concerned, not trying to go loot, you know, and don't nothing to do with these Gentiles out here on their own agenda, whatever they down there doing. Um, but yeah, we've talked about it, we discussed it, but we got two babies and on the heels of the virus, on all of that, we really don't want to have to worry about nobody watching them and leaving nobody with them and that type of thing. So as of right now, we have Detroit. So it's protests here, it's protests in Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan, That we got to think about our babies and we got to think about what's next. This is just one of the birth pains. There's many more to come as we watch Babylon fall. Cause y'all, she falling, she falling. This place falling and everything outside. But yeah, y'all. We kind of, we just sitting at the house because we like, okay, maybe we the ones for the next phase, of things. We don't know how the Most High gonna use us, but at the end of the day, as another Bruce said, keep your finger at the ready, and But we definitely here watching her fall. I got my computer up. I'm watching California live feed through YouTube, and I'm watching it. We definitely seeing a nation divided, and we all know what's the fate of a nation. People divided. For our brothers and sisters, we praying for their strength. We're praying that the Most High continue to remove the shackles of fear from up off our people, get that fear up out of us. Um, Bold spirits on them, 'cause this is His doing. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Baby, anything?
I'm on the floor right now. I'm trying to get some together. But I'm
Okay,
getting a lot of
feedback.
no, a lot of skipping it.
OG work on the audio and all the techie equipment. That's his thing. While he doing that, like I said, I'm on my computer. The California live feed. Now I don't know exactly where. This just say LA County under curfew until 6 a.m. Look like some Channel 4 live news. They down there taking people to jail, probably cracking skulls in the midst of it. Ain't no telling the police so dirty and crooked. Y'all know police be robbing people, setting people up, doing some everything. I don't trust never trust them. That's how I view 'em, And I do. A guy went to church with him. He account looked on his timeline. Naked. You don't see nothing about what's going on his page. That was just this morning when we checked my man page. I'm reminded of a song called "No Love." I have no love, but I ain't got no love for them people. I ain't because they wearing the uniform. I pray the sales come on because they want to take they talking about sending these troops to keep the commandments and follow what the Most High say. You know.
Yeah, I think I'm back. Yo, yo, yo.
And I do. I was church with a knee account. Looked on his time.
Y'all got to excuse me. Having some difficulties right now. Somebody trying to call in, trying to get in the hot box. Y'all see that number up there on your phone, on your search. Put in vmixcall.com and then you put the 7622581611. Put in there and you'll pop up in this little box right here next to me. Let's see. Yeah, but it's getting crazy out here though. It's getting real. It's getting real crazy out here. Oh, it's this old man, our elder. He tired too. The elder tired too. Matter of fact, let's go on and get him right quick. Let's get the elder.
Don't look
Let's
like to
get
me
the
too many
elder.
people give a damn about that curfew from what I can see. They sure are still out
Let's get the elder, yeah. Here go the elder, y'all. Check the elder out. He lighting their mind up. He lighting them up. Elder ain't playing with it. Let's get one more time. Look at it. Oppression make a madman wise. No. Oppression make a wise man, excuse me, mad. I'm excited. Yeah, I did tell you that. But when I first seen this, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop looking at it today.
and knowing
Like that.
how he feeling inside.
Right, exactly. But, I mean, it's a lot going on. A lot. You see a lot more people sharing things. Um, what?
People tired too.
Yeah, people tired.
Angry,
You know, right? People angry too.
sad,
Right?
hurt.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 'cause yesterday I was a little bit,
More hurt.
yeah, more hurt as far as steady seeing the video
Yeah.
and steady seeing uh new stuff come up
Hmm.
as far as
His past being
his
brought
past,
up.
right? His past being brought up. Him knowing this man and working with this man.
Mm-hmm.
Also the the whole video as far as when they was roughing him up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they. And I
What
mean,
about
just a lot of stuff.
what about one of the latest ones, the Simpsons clip?
Yeah, that's deep
That's
right
an
there.
interesting twist.
I wanted to say that on my
Have
phone.
y'all seen that? Not only is this a Simpsons clip from back in the 90s, apparently it was a sign being held. I think Lisa was holding the sign. His name was George. The name George was
Right,
written in the
exactly.
sign. He had on
Yeah.
a black wife beater, just like what he had on
Yep.
the day he passed, y'all. If y'all ain't seen that, we'll try to get it, but pull that up. The same thing with the Kobe thing. You know, it came up just like that
Yeah.
after the fact.
But this the Simpsons right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like they've been.
They ain't waiting on their little Trump prophecy to be fulfilled. And then my man fiance, George Floyd fiance,
Yeah.
her statement that she made.
Yeah. Also, the Chinese guy in the
Yeah,
murder.
yeah,
Um,
brother-in-law.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, cause I looked the wife up and seen she was a realtor, and when I seen her last name and the fact that she was Asian, I
Right.
knew right then and there. I had assumed my husband told me that was the wife. I said, "Oh, I already knew." I said, he was like, "How you know?" I was like, "I had a feeling because I had did some research on the wife when
Right.
everything first jumped off. Because I'm like, let's put her on blast too. Because I put her all on my Facebook, show where she works, she's a realtor, all that. Put all that on my Facebook. But yeah, that's very interesting. That's
Right.
his
Yeah. Yeah.
brother-in-law. Now we know why he was standing there looking stupid and wasn't doing
Right.
nothing. And what
Right.
about the
Right.
other cops? What's up with them?
Exactly. They should be going to jail too.
Yeah,
Well, no, the hell with that. You know what?
hung.
What I feel like they should get? I feel like they should get death.
Yes,
Let us lynch their ass
public.
publicly. Yeah.
Do them like y'all did Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Cause y'all made sure y'all hung him for the world to see.
Exactly. Tired of stuff.
After y'all used them for what y'all wanted them for,
Right.
then killed them.
We sick of this. They can, but we can't.
Uh,
Y'all can do this to us, but we can't do this to y'all.
Third degree murder.
Right.
Third degree I was ordering a DoorDash.
I ain't never heard no third degree murder. They just made that up.
Third degree.
I ain't never ever heard of no third degree. Not no murder. It's either first degree murder, second degree murder, or manslaughter. Damn third degree murder, man. They crazy, man. They crazy. Somebody trying to get on the hot box. All you got to do is VMix. Go to VMix. VMixCall.com. Put that number in there.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna get into the Constitution. Let me go and pull it
Right.
because I was gonna do a video, which I'm still probably do my video tomorrow. But we was doing some research on the Constitution and specifically the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, and let me pull up my notepad. Gotta find my spot where I was when I was writing this down. There. Hold on, I gotta find my spot. But yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, we were just discussing the Constitution and really educating ourselves on what our rights are. We do believe in protecting yourself and your family by any means necessary, according to Matthew. Should we get that?
Yeah, go on and get it. Something I want to bring out too, as far as black people, so-called black people, being blamed for the riots that's going on and whatnot. When are we not blamed for something? You know what I'm saying? forget her nationality, but she had an autism son, and she pushed him in the lake.
Oh yeah.
And said, I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know what nationality she was, but she said some black guys
That
did
was
it.
Karen.
I mean, Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Rosewood.
Exactly, Rosewood.
Everything, every day.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right.
And basically what my husband's saying, he basically like, people want to say, oh, the other nations down there tearing up stuff, writing Black Lives Matter on stuff and blaming it on the black folks. Well, that ain't nothing new. What you can do is if you down there disassociate yourself. If you see something like that, have your camera phone, put them on blast. But why sit up and stress about your oppressors' lives? Everything they doing in the dark coming to the light. We ain't got to worry about nothing, y'all. The Most High God. I mean, look, they protesting over on other continents. Okay, the protest ain't even just here.
Right. Right.
So as far as they blaming this on us, like he said, a lot of things happening, and they blame it on the black man. Everything.
Right. But just like she said, we ain't got to worry about nothing. But we got to keep them commandments, though.
That's right.
That's important, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to reiterate on that. We got to keep the commandments.
Y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
What's a giving over here on this channel?
What's right? Exactly. What's the commandments? The law. We know what the law is. The Leviticus. Going back to the book of Leviticus, Deuteronomy, or whatever the other law that the Most High gave us. It was 613, but as far as Yahweh fulfilling the sacrificial law, because he's the ultimate sacrifice, so he fulfilled that law. So we don't have to worry about them laws right there. So all the other laws we got to keep them. We got to keep them. We got to keep the Sabbath. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. But yeah, we got to keep the commandments though. We got to keep the commandments.
And they little lies ain't the black people down there looting and doing this and that. Well, from what I can see on my TV, I see black people and white people looting. And I see all ethnicities down there. Y'all ain't seen them pictures of them Amish people down there? It came through my Facebook feed. Y'all ain't see the videos where they took the pictures and showed you who was down there stealing what? White people ran up in that Target right along with the black folks. And how else was that white lady out in front of it stabbing folks? She had to be down there, wasn't she? Pretend they got her though. They got her. She learned that day.
Yeah.
But they still too passive. We still too docile. How somebody stab you and they ain't stabbed?
Right.
Come on, y'all. How's this white man out here shooting folks with bow and arrow? But I think they beat the brakes up off of him. I think they beat him.
I'm crazy. But he lied though. He said
police chase?
He said that he hollered out
two black guys.
He hollered out Black Lives Matter, and two black guys roughed him up. But you know what I'm saying? They got the video.
Right. It's out there. It was about 6 others, and it was one brew close to the vicinity, but it was about 6 others looking Caucasian who rushed the fool. I mean, you out there with a bow and arrow shooting people. What you think people gonna do? They gonna stop looting and come whoop your tail.
Right, yeah.
But the focus need to quit being on so much, oh, they tearing this and that, or y'all don't blame us, whatever. Your ancestors built some of these older structures. The next generations, them working, building this stuff up for pennies.
And you got to understand, all this is the will of the Most High.
That's right.
The Most High, he the one who got all this stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And we've been all this stuff that's going on. Martial law that's coming and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our other Hebrew Israelites and sisters that's been, in the forefront or whatnot.
Oh, and that scripture is Luke. It was Luke. Dang, what was it? 22? Hold on. Yeah, Luke 22:36. And that's just, the scriptures as far as you supposed to have something to protect yourself. It's time out to play these games. You can
Right,
sit up
yeah.
and scream the blood of Jesus if you want to, but we all done learned by now that when the Bible gives you instruction on what to do, you can't expect the Most High to supernaturally intervene when He done already gave you instruction on what you need to do in these situations.
Right, right. And then, y'all people talking about people tearing up stuff. How you know the Most High don't want them to tear that stuff up? How you know your feelings and your emotions is getting the best of you or whatnot?
Right? We all got to check our feelings
You got to.
because
That's why you got to go in the Bible
you
too.
might be operating out of a spirit that's hiding behind. It may seem genuine, but as the more you start talking, another spirit come up, and it appears as if you want to save Babylon. Why else you upset about some property damage that ain't yours because of our image? These people, our image ain't gonna change no matter what we do with these people. The Most High said we was gonna be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. So stop worrying about your image, what they gonna think, cause somebody tears something up. Cause they down there tearing up too. They tear up stuff. Look at the state of the earth. Cause we sure ain't in control of the earth. So y'all need to watch what y'all saying, cause some of y'all coming off like y'all want to say Babylon,
Right. And you can't say Babylon.
or you coming across like you want things to go back to normal. And what's
Right.
normal for us?
Getting killed.
Death, harassment, torture, lied on, set up, wrong. Go back in the day on you, syphilis.
Let's get this scripture though. Let me get this scripture going on. This gonna explain a lot too. Um, about as far as the Most High and putting people in different positions or whatnot. This is the First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6, starting at verse 6, and it reads, "The Lord killeth and maketh alive; He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up." So the Lord He killeth and maketh alive; He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Verse 7, "The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich; He bringeth low and lifteth up." So the Lord maketh the poor poor, and He make the rich rich. He bring the low, and He lifted up. Verse 8, "He raises up the poor out of the dust." Let's read that again. "He raiseth up the poor out of the dust." We coming out the dust, y'all. We the poor. "And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among the princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory." Talking about the children of Israel. "For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's world upon them." He said the world upon the pillars. Now that's another story right there. I ain't gonna get all into that right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as the earth being flat. But right there, the Most High, he got his hand in all this. So if you feel like You know what I'm saying? You want this to stop, then it's like you praying against the Most High will.
Hmm.
So you got to watch what you're doing. You got to watch what you're doing.
Right, because it ain't our will, it's his will be done.
It's the Most High will.
Don't matter if you don't like what you seeing.
Right? Exactly.
We ain't like
Exactly.
what we saw with George Floyd and we wasn't able to stop it. Because it's
Exactly.
not our will. His will be done.
Exactly.
Another thing I was telling my husband, getting on my nerves, everybody talking about we ain't the ancestors. And I'm like, okay, so what we doing different than what the ancestors was doing? What
Exactly.
is we doing that's so different? Okay, we can cuss white folks out, call them names. Ancestors couldn't. Okay, yeah, and we can be on Facebook, we can call them racist stuff our ancestors couldn't, you know. But at the end of the day, our people still afraid, which is how you can see the police beating on somebody, killing them, and you just standing there like you torn, like you don't know what to do. How you any better than the ancestors to put your mouth on the ancestors to say, make it like you doing something that they ain't doing? I start seeing it as disrespect. I know our people don't necessarily mean it that way. I know what they mean when they saying it, as far as we not gonna take what our ancestors took and be docile and let y'all kill us. But once ish hit the fan, that's exactly what you do. You be docile, you scream, you talk some stuff, but quick as you run up, you stop because you worried about that 100 years or that 50 years or going to jail or dying. So you watch them kill your people, but then you had a nerve to say we ain't the ancestors. And I just don't understand that. And I'm not gonna try to make it seem like it couldn't have been me. I ain't never been in them shoes. So we do have to watch with saying that. But I'm feeling like y'all maybe we need to stop saying that. Like I feel like it's a little disrespectful to our ancestors.
Right.
And I could be wrong, but I'm seeing the signs we ain't our ancestors. I'm like, okay, so what we doing any different than what they doing, or what they did?
I mean, it's a good point, though. It's a very good point.
I don't know. I thank the Most High for what He's doing. I thank Him for showing us that He ain't forgot about His promises that He made with His people, and He gonna avenge us. He is avenging us. This is what this is. The earth is at an upset right now. It's chaos and pandemonium in the earth, uncertainty. People is afraid. People want you to stop talking about this. I
Hmm.
seen a lady talking about, can you stop posting about it? She just need a break because she's so sad and she can't take it. And they told her, well, then you need to get up off Facebook, do a Facebook fast, baby, because this all you fixing to be seeing. This fire ain't finna be quenched.
Exactly.
You can't pray this away.
No, no. You can forget about it. It's like you going against the Most High, basically. But let me get this one scripture. Let me get another scripture. 'Cause I got more. And this is Ecclesiasticus. What is that? 3 and starting at 3. And it says, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to break down. The Most High, He breaking down His kingdom, and a time to build up, and the Most High gonna build up our kingdom. A time to weep. It's a time for them to weep, and a time to laugh. And right now we laughing. A time to mourn. We mourn. You know what I'm saying? We still mourning now, and a time to dance. But in the end, we gonna be dancing. We gonna be dancing. Verse 5, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. Huh? A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rent and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. Y'all see this? You see what the Most High trying to, get at or whatnot.
Yeah.
A time to love and a time to hate. I need to read that again. A time to love and a time to hate. A time to war and a time of peace.
And this place don't know nothing about no peace.
Right. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, them people out there like it's a time for war. That's it on that one right there. But as my wife was saying, um, the Most High, he made Abraham, Isaac, and he made them to their seed also. And the so-called African American, black, Negro, um, all them names, we are God's true chosen people. And it's finna come to fruition about who we are. We are the children of Israel. I mean, it's been proven. That's why I say I wanna give a shout out to all my Hebrew brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Who on the front line with this truth and pushing out these prophecies and you know what I'm saying? Just bringing the Most High words out to the people. Waking up His people. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. You know, this is all His work. You know what I'm saying? Um, but about His people, as far as whatnot, you know, in Genesis 12 and 3, and I like to repeat this a lot because it's important. You know what I'm saying? To the other nations, it's very important to the other nations. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have their place, but you know what I'm saying? This right here, this is very serious right here. And this is Genesis verse 12 and 3. And it says, I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. And you got to understand, as far as being blessed in that content right there, because that means that, all the families of the earth gonna be, bringing us everything, gold, whatever. We're gonna have it all. That's what that means, if you get off into the Hebrew word, read in its context. Let me see what other one I had. Okay, that was it on that. But yeah,
I know you love that scripture.
yeah. Which one?
That's one of your favorites, Genesis.
Yeah, because it was a scripture that I learned, you know what I'm saying, when I was probably about, I would say about 11 or 12. And this at this time I thought, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel was white people. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought like, the Most High, you know, he really loved these people. Whatever they, no matter what they did, he still loved them. Even though he punished and did this and did that to him and let this happen to him and let that happen to him, you know what I'm saying? He still said that, he was going to save them. He was going to, you know what I'm saying, give them the kingdom. And they was going to get the kingdom forever. So, you know, that meant a lot to me as far as, you know what I'm saying, he going to bless them who bless Israel. He going to curse them who curse Israel. And you got a lot of people, um, a lot of other nations that don't know or don't believe that we are God's chosen children. And I mean, as far as the children of Israel, once this thing keep cranking up, you know what I'm saying? As far as the Most High putting his hand down, and once things start escalating more, then more people gonna start waking up to the truth
Mm-hmm.
and seeing. You gonna have to look at it for what it is. Ain't gonna be no hiding behind nothing no more. Cause everything, all the prophecies is in the Bible. The prophecies is jumping off the pages and whatnot. They just jumping off the pages. And we're gonna be up out of here soon. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have to leave. What y'all think I went to Africa for? Y'all think I went down there to be vacation and all that? I was trying to move down there and here. Cause that probably was about a year before I woke up or whatnot. And I stayed down there for about a year. But you know what I'm saying? You can't you can't save yourself. The Most High said He was gonna save us. You know. Um, you got anything you wanna iterate on?
Yeah, I want to back up a little bit, as far as the protesting. You got your people. Everybody got their different opinions. I've seen where an innocent black lady business got pretty toe up and mangled in the process, and I just was thinking, not that I think it's okay, but just you're gonna have casualties of war, and this material, it can all be replaced. Like, what I'm saying, we all okay. It ain't like we over here don't know where our next meal coming from. You know, the condition of the black people over here versus on the continent, like, it ain't that serious for everybody to be tripping. Oh, your windows got busted, this and that on your business. And not, again, not saying it's nothing. Because my husband a small business owner. And I know what it's like for somebody to take advantage of you and you take a L for your small business. But for the greater good, y'all, like, did we forget? You gotta see the video again. With all this going on, people still want to try to point the finger at black people. And I feel like black people need to be getting all kind of passes right now. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, come on. Are people trying to get their mind together to stand up for a cause, and you want to shame because some group, because like they say, it's multiple different groups with multiple different agendas down there. But collectively, let's not point the finger at each other to say, y'all need to stop doing this, y'all need to stop doing that. Protest according to how I say you should protest.
Exactly. Right. Right.
Like somebody said, if all lives matter, why y'all ain't as mad as us?
Right.
If all lives matter, why y'all so focused on uh property instead of lives? Because more people done died since him
Yeah.
at
Sure
the
have.
hands of police.
Right. Just like the military just Them and the police killed somebody. I think it might have been in Minneapolis or another city. I'm not too for sure, but I'm quite sure that you know what I'm saying. You people heard it. Um, what else? Who? Somebody else get killed or
That boy
somebody
in
else?
Florida, that video you showed me, where
Oh
they
yeah,
saying it, if we touch one of y'all, we'll get 100 years. We finna start killing y'all kids and stuff. Then the
right.
police want to turn around and call themselves locking people up off some threats. That's what I'm saying. It's different groups, it's different times, it's different seasons. Right now, you got a lot of boys out there who just want to tear up property. But the
Hmm.
next season, the next wave will be coming next, possibly maybe men who willing to, excuse me, do some righteous. I don't condone looting, but I know I'm not gonna sit up here and be on black folks about acting a fool and looting and busting out some windows when these devils done kidnapped all of us and killed all our ancestors and killed our language, and we sitting over here in this retarded country with this retarded weather. It was hot earlier. We sitting outside next to you know we shaking, freezing cold. We got to go get sweaters. I said, dang, this weather is retarded over here in this country. We can barely function over here, especially in Michigan. We say Michigan weather bipolar, okay? That's the saying here because the weather be so crazy.
And then y'all, as far as America being judged, not only being judged, America going to war with Iran, China, um, Russia,
Venezuela,
Venezuela, uh, who else? The EU gonna get her. I mean, they gonna hit her hard.
and and
Everybody gonna hate the whore.
and that's what we witnessing. Babylon is falling.
It's
It's
falling.
falling.
It's
Look
falling.
at them. Don't they look pathetic?
Yep.
Look at them.
Yep.
Heathen on heathen, spitting up
Yep.
in each other's faces, spreading Rona, hollering, yelling with their AR-15s, mad because they wanted a haircut. They here in Michigan, where I'm born and raised, they up on the Capitol protesting with their semi-automatic assault rifles on them. No problem.
I say, people, y'all get y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all firearms.
Y'all do what the Constitution say. Let's get into the Constitution a
Yeah,
little bit.
let's exercise our rights. You know what I'm saying, and get our protection and whatnot. Cause yeah, I mean, it's getting real cuckoo around here.
And we are here to tell y'all, you can buy you a firearm right now. During all of this was going on with Corona and everything, you can purchase a firearm. Yes, you can,
Yep.
and you should.
Yep. Sure.
Multiple. As one Hebrew said, primary and secondary, and have your finger at the ready.
Hey, but somebody wanna get in the hot box? All you gotta do is put vmixcall.com in your web browser, and then put this number in right there. Put your name up there, and you'll come right in. We want to hear what you got to say. We
What's
want
going
to
on in your state and
right
city?
what you looking at. You know what I'm saying as far as social media, also mainstream media too. You know,
Because y'all know we can't believe these devils.
right? Exactly, exactly.
So brothers and sisters, so they drafted up the Constitution, to establish their country and whatnot. Y'all know what the Constitution is. And I don't know how, but I ended up having a mini one around the house. So we combed through it and we pulled out some stuff, and we're gonna do a crash course on the Constitution to educate each other, because that's what we do. Pass on information to one another via this platform, Facebook, what have you. My husband, he do all of them. Instagram, he got them all on lock. As far as to communicate, if y'all want us, Give us an article, any information, because I want to put this out there too. You need to follow up on that first medical examiner with that lying BS autopsy report that individual put out there, because as y'all know, the one from the family said he died of asphyxiation, which what we all knew, and some these devils.
These devils, right?
Some
They
more
liars.
papers, some more receipts
They
to
liars.
show their wickedness. Because like my husband said, well, whose agenda was you executing to lie? What
Right.
incentive do you have as the medical director to lie about a person's cause of death, trying to bring in his pre-existing conditions? Apparently, he has some coronary artery disease and some hypertension. Well, he's a 46-year-old black man. A little hypertension, little coronary artery disease may be normal. Maybe my man like to eat him a lot of red meat, but he just wasn't fat with it. That could be normal for a 46-year-old person. But that wasn't the cause of death. No different than they saying everybody died from Rona, but they had pre-existing conditions.
Exactly.
But they ain't talking about their pre-existing conditions, right? Nobody been dying of nothing lately but Rona. But now his pre-existing condition is his cause of death. Nah, that white man is his cause of death. Moving on to the Constitution. Um, the second one. Our right to bear arms shall not be infringed. This is what they drafted up. This is what they supposed to follow. This is what we supposed to follow. The Constitution. The fourth one, unreasonable search and seizure. That stuck out to me because all the videos you see of the police want to all check through a Hebrew car, want to look at your car, want to see this and that. According to their constitution, that's considered unreasonable search and seizure. And by being in the Constitution, that means it's against it. You ain't got to do that. These the amendments. The Fourth Amendment. Eighth Amendment. I found this one interesting. Cruel and unusual punishment. Because I done seen a lot of videos and heard a lot of tales of some cruel and unusual punishment in these jailhouses and on the side of these roads with these devils called police officers raping people, sticking their hands up in people's orifices, looking for weed that wasn't never there, telling people to reach for your wallet, and next thing you know, you shot up. I consider that cruel and unusual punishment, Israel.
Yeah, and that's just like Philando
Castile.
Castile. Um, that man was legit. You know, um, and he let them know he did everything they wanted him to do, and he still got killed.
Which we all have learned. You can do what they say, but you dealing with a devil. So even
Yeah,
if you do what they say, you gonna get stabbed because a snake gonna bite regardless.
yeah,
Because it's a snake.
yeah.
And that's what these people are. The children of the devil, the byproduct of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
But it is your right, Israel, to defend yourself against any threat, both foreign and domestic. Because see, this devil knows itself so well, it knew that its other fellow devils will become tyrants and turn the country into a tyrannical government.
Mm-hmm.
So they left clauses in there for themselves against themselves. And this is what the Constitution is saying. It's that for every law, they got a back way out of it in case whoever in charge crazy as hell. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, is that crystal clear?
Exactly.
And this is their constitution that they drafted up that they don't really teach us about in school. And our schools, because as we know, the schools the Hebrews go to have less funding, less resources. You get taught less. Children have more behavioral issues, so the teacher got to spend a lot of time disciplining and not educating. Plus, we don't find this stuff as interesting because we don't see ourselves in it. Because we know we aliens here, we pilgrims over here. This is foreign. These people wicked the way they operate. Our law is dry. They law, you got to look up every other word to see what it means because we don't even understand these words they using. And then they want to talk all fancy and uppity. You would take you 20 minutes to break down what one amendment, one section, one article of the Constitution. But I'm gonna take my time and break it down. I ain't stupid. It just takes me a little bit to comprehend what they're trying to say. But I'll break it down. All praise to the Most High. But what they want It's for us to be submissive to them. That's why they come up questioning and interrogating the brew, and they get mad when you don't answer their question. Uh, um, that's coming out tomorrow. My video on you women who want to wait till after something happened to get a firearm. Cause I don't know. Now I know one. I know one woman who has a firearm. She's a family member of mine. My husband's people. One woman. All the other women I know, I don't know not near one of them who got no firearm. Not near one of them. But let me tell you one thing. I do know what they all got in common. Some damn hair weave. They all got some of that there. Maybe not the $400 one, but they all got some of that. And they all got children.
Yeah, we gotta protect our babies. How we gonna protect our babies?
And a lot of them be out with their kids with no protection. Ain't paying attention. Probably got the phone in their hand. Probably done just told you where they was at and put their location on the World Wide Web. But I can go a little harder with on here because y'all 9 times out of 10 you woke. When I do it for Facebook, I like to do it a little more neutral because I know they not working with a full deck right now because they still sleep. But you women out here, you ain't got no protection, and I don't understand why. A lot of you work. You out here early in the morning and it's dark. You out here in the evenings. You out in the grocery store, by yourself or with your children, probably before Rona. And you ain't got no protection. And I used to be that woman. That's how I know. And we're gonna operate out of wisdom. The Most High is showing us what we're dealing with. So we're gonna listen to our Father, thank Him for because we got the hookup. We got the inside scoop. We know somebody on the inside who know what's gonna go down. So He letting us know. But we're gonna take heed, Israel. And we're gonna take heed and we're gonna do what their constitution say. Again, that second one say you got the right to bear arms. And that right should not be infringed upon, Israel. See, we went and we got to looking through this book because we wanted to educate ourselves. They made this up. They said this is the Constitution, and then they go on to say when the police act like they out they damn mind, that you don't have to listen to them no more. Basically, when they break the law, you don't have to keep the law because they done broke it. They tell you in their own dang on Constitution, don't you sit around and let no police choke you out. But see, they ain't gonna do it no way. Cause they ain't operating under fear like we have been. We sitting back and do it and gotta sit up and read this, and then me and my husband we reading this and we like, well dang, this is common sense. Common sense tell you, even if they the police, if they start breaking the law, meaning killing you and threatening your life with some kind of immediate bodily harm or death, all that Constitution stuff null and void, baby. Now it's sink or swim, kill or be killed. But no, we sitting up hands in the air screaming the blood of Jesus and wonder why ain't nothing happened yet. The Most High trying to tell us come up out of that, shake off them scales and them shackles of fear. You brothers got to stand up, y'all. Is first. Judah is the lion. You men got to stand up. Quit being fearful. Quit worrying about that time. We seen posts, and I shared it on my page where the lawyers is already on deck. They say we already got the money. We got the lawyers. Just email us. Just call us. You will get out of jail. Don't even worry about that right now. Do y'all understand? This is unprecedented times. I think my husband want to read the scripture.
Yeah, I want to go to this the Apocrypha too. Ecclesiasticus, um, also known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness." So the Most High said, "Never trust thy enemies." Okay, and we finna show who our enemy is. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it reads, "The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." This the most. This is Moses telling us that The Most High, he gonna bring us into Egypt again, meaning bondage, with ships, by the way of where I spoke unto thee, the same way he spoke unto the children of Israel, the same way it happened to our ancestors and whatnot when they came over to the United States and other parts of the world, uh, being stolen, being brought into captivity. And it says, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So we're not going to see this slavery no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, for slave men, and for bondwomen, for slave women. And no man shall buy you, meaning no man will redeem you. Malcolm X tried it. He couldn't do it. They killed him. Martin Luther King, he tried it. They killed him. Anybody who tried to, you know what I'm saying, have a, backbone about themselves, I want to say, um, they killed him. But another one I wanted to read too. This is the book Ecclesiasticus, the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. And this is Ecclesiasticus, verse 6, chapter chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. So we got to separate ourselves, you know. Most High, he putting spirits out here. Different spirits on different peoples. Everybody got their job. What the Most High want them to do. The Most High said the going of man's is of the Most High. So it's basically like the Most High got a remote control, and he leading you what to do.
Right. And that fear ain't of the Most High. So y'all
Exactly.
need to get, if you afraid, you just get to the back.
Exactly right. Y'all gotta understand the Most High, he putting them spirits on these people to go out there and tear this stuff up.
Just like he put the spirit on these heathens to kill us and do the things that he done because he got to make us hate him and
Yeah.
get to the point where we like, man, we don't want nothing from y'all. Y'all so evil,
Exactly.
we done with y'all. And that might be
Right.
easy for us to say because we, John 6 and 44 done happened to us. But some of our brothers and sisters, not yet. So we gotta hate them. We gotta get to the point where we don't want none of they choose. Where we choose none of their ways. Then we back to our Father. Then He got our back 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But what did the Scripture say? What did our ancestors do? Oh, y'all love them? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what it's like to serve them and be up under these people. Since y'all love them so much, y'all love their women, y'all love their ways, serving their God so much. Our ancestors, they made groves, you know, gods of stone made out of hand. And now modern time, what's we doing the same thing? What's the difference? Now you call it Buddhism and Hinduism. They was under the offers under other gods. Our people call it being a Mormon. You look up, you Russell Simmons, and you with the Buddhists out meditating with your legs crossed with the Asian community. We got to hate. We got to choose none of their ways.
Yep.
We got our own ways and way of living and culture. our people gonna start to hate them so much and despise them because all they dirt coming out so scandalous, so fast. Because they tell a lie, the truth of the videos, while they still stuttering the line, crying, because they gonna seek after with tears, and they kingdom fall. You want a scripture? You got a scripture?
Um, no, go ahead.
Because I mean, I guess that's the gist of, what I want to talk about for tonight. We ain't got to be long winded about it because we'll be right back. Because this
Yeah,
is my job right now. Most High want me to sit at home and watch his promises.
he better to sit back and watch though. It's it's not a coincidence that like everybody just getting all this money, and it's like people just on unemployment. All these people on unemployment. It's a lot of us too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes.
Hey, all this
But
money
but but
just
in
getting
order to
slung
get it, you
around.
had to work for it.
Right? But
I know as far as our situation on the up and up, I don't know if you fraud and scamming, and I could care less.
right, exactly. Right,
Get it how you live.
exactly. That
Don't
just
get caught.
just a little tiny bit that you know what I'm
Right. You
saying?
fraud, like somebody said, y'all get the automakers and all them millions, and y'all sent us a $1,200 check, and you think I'm finna shuck and jive?
Yeah.
Man, please, much money as y'all take from me for taxes? You crazy.
I hope y'all ain't just spend that money unwisely. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
If you did get a stimulus check, you know what I'm saying? You need to be taking care of your business,
yeah,
Israel.
and getting y'all some heat, flat
Yeah,
out.
because some of y'all still caught up in
Get
that
some protection.
materialism and that
Yeah.
vanity. We be seeing some of these brews, but we don't focus on other people's household like that. The point is, get you something to protect your family. It's time out for that. Trying to love them and do what they say, and only if we obey. Even if you obey, they still want to kill a nigga every day.
Right.
So you're wasting your time. You need to go get you some. That way, if they think they got one, they'll find out something else. Side note, breaking news. We still watching the situation
Turn it up
unfold.
a little bit because
California.
they can
They
hear
got
it or
the
whatnot.
the high speed chase ended. They got the driver on the ground.
Third person that we saw, the first one out of the car and in the parking lot, is in custody or not, but this driver is in custody. Another passenger and a bunch of officers that took off after the passenger.
So they say it was three guys. I guess this is the last one. Somebody gave them a high speed chase, y'all, in California.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's getting a little late here. I don't know if y'all can see me real good, but I'm tired right now. My daughter's screaming in the background, so I gotta get her. We gotta let her out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go, Israel, but we just wanted to, get on real quick and let y'all know. Fear not. Fear not, Jacob.
Right,
Be
fear not.
strong
Exactly.
and very courageous.
Exactly.
Fear not. This is not the time to be afraid.
Right.
Especially if you repented and you keeping the commandments. Don't worry about it. And our brothers and sisters that's out there on the front lines right now, whether they righteous or they out there just want to be wild, act a fool, our Father is still their Father. He got them. So we don't need to be worried about what somebody else feel like they need to be doing right now. We're going to do what we supposed to be doing. Pray for our brothers and sisters for our strength, and pray the Most High to continue to expeditiously execute vengeance on this wicked devil and our enemy, and then we can just continue to sit back and enjoy our snack of choice is plantain chips. You get you some popcorn or whatever your snack of choice, and you sit up and you watch the fall of your enemy.